Yo, people, what's going on? It's the Kitty G on EGTV, and we're back again with another video live from the 6th. I'm sorry, guys, that we're running late. We were actually supposed to start the show at 9, but I had it scheduled at 8:30, so my apologies, people. And big up to Mojo for coming back on the show. Big up to Hussam for always coming on the show. We got Patrick stepping in for Dabs. It's like the good old days, bro. And then we got Alan coming in, and we're going to have AK coming in at some point throughout the video. Guys, don't forget to smash that like button right now. Don't forget to check people's links, everything in the description as we are live. And let's get into it, bro. There's so much to discuss. Obviously, Arsenal lost to Tottenham in the North London derby, giving them a big boost for their top 4 race. We had Manchester City and Liverpool going toe-to-toe. You had Liverpool taking the lead after they beat Newcastle. Then Man City basically retaliating by scoring 4 goals. Kevin De Bruyne putting in a masterclass to bring them back on top. And I think since Alan's not here, why don't we just start with that? And we could also get into the Chelsea stuff a little bit later, helping Frank Lampard and Mason Mount, basically saving his father from getting relegated. Pretty interesting. But let's get into
his father. Wow.
You guys know the joke.
Strong words there.
You guys know the joke. But anyways, hey, how about this? Hussam, you paint the picture. What did you think when Liverpool won that game versus who'd you guys play again? Newcastle.
Newcastle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what were you thinking in that game? After that, you're like, yes, we're back. We're level with them. We're back on top, and we have a position to win this. And then City just do what City does. They went on and go score.
Now listen, there was no real special thought or anything. I just made my profile picture the Wolves emblem, just so you know, in case something happens. But besides that, there is nothing really. It's just out of our hands. So we understand the task at hand. Win your games. See what happens if City lose a game and they fuck it up. We have to be there. So we shall see what happens. But there's only 2 games left now. It still is possible because anything's possible. But there's no real, like, you know, oh yeah, we beat Newcastle type thing. Like, we're just sat there, you know, just because it's not in our own hands. So we cannot control what's about to happen in the title race. So we're basically gonna have to rely on Aston Villa and what's their name, West Ham, to maybe get a result. Bar that, there is no real threat to this whole situation. So when I look at it now, I still don't think there's a change. The best part about this is
he had to come in with a smirk in it, like just he has to come.
And he does switch off. He does just switch off his camera.
Do I wear any?
That's how to make an entrance.
Hey, Alan,
so
I'm all for it,
that's
don't worry.
Do you guys want to just start talking about the Arsenal game right now, or do you?
Yeah,
No. Let's build up to it. We're building up to it, man. Let Alan smile.
Let's talk about this. Let's get at least 50 likes before we do that. Anyways, let's talk about the City Liverpool. What did you guys think when City, Kevin De Bruyne? I think he doesn't get enough respect. Like, my man scored 4 goals as a midfielder against Wolves, and people are like, it's nothing. This is what he does. Like, no, that is impressive.
Do I take this?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, look. There's people out there, and I've been watching these people from afar. They say that De Bruyne is not a big game player, just because of a few times in the Champions League where things haven't gone well for him. But the thing about him in those Champions League games is he's the one who carries us, and then he gets to that point, you can see he's tired. But look, let's remove that excuse. If people keep saying De Bruyne is not one of the best midfielders in the Premier League, you should stop throwing some of your midfielders you throw around. They've got issues where we can point out that, but did he do this? Did he do that? Scoring 4 against Wolves, yes, it's Wolves, but at the end of the day, this is the same Wolves that gave trouble to Chelsea. This is the same Wolves that gave trouble to Liverpool and Man City before. And this is the same Wolves that has got the 4th or the 3rd best defense in the league. But look, what I've noticed is De Bruyne, I think, has seen the fact that, we are screwed in the Champions League, and Liverpool might get that. We're screwed in the FA Cup, Liverpool might get that. So he's like, you know what? There's no way I'm going to allow Liverpool to win this Premier League. It seems like he wants to make sure that this Premier League is won by City. Unfortunately, we have a few people who have become passengers in our team. But De Bruyne, come on, man. Let's be honest. The people who just hate are just people who are jealous and feel the pain from last season when he won Player of the Season. Let me also do something. This is a spoiler for you guys. Don't be surprised and shocked the way the players liked him. Walcott just went on TV and said, I voted for De Bruyne for Player of the Season. Don't be surprised and shocked if it's De Bruyne again taking that Player of the Season, even though Theo Walcott.
Theo Walcott.
Yeah, so it just shows, because there was these rumors where somebody said that sometimes with De Bruyne, it's like players just know he's good and they love him as a player. So when it's voting, sometimes they just say, you know what, De Bruyne. So I know it's Salah and Son who deserve this. They might go neck to neck for the Golden Boot, which nobody cares about these days. But look, De Bruyne is a good midfielder, and I'm going to say this right now: he's better than Paul Scholes.
Can I ask a question, Patrick?
Yeah.
Do you think you've got Cancelo and De Bruyne that are up for Player of the Season in the Premier League, right?
Yeah, those two.
Do you think this is actually fair on players like Bernardo Silva, Rodri, who I feel like they've been actually strong candidates for players that have actually been very consistent for your team, and they are unsung heroes, in my opinion?
Yeah, look, you're right. And last season, when it came out as De Bruyne as Player of the Season, I laughed. I was like, what the hell is this? The only reason why I hyped it is because people were crying. So I enjoyed that. Not I enjoyed that, but I enjoyed that. Let me not sit here and say I enjoy people crying. But look, to be honest with you, there's more people who deserve it on that list. That list is a bit funny to me, especially De Bruyne. He's only done well in the recent games. But that's the thing. It seems like there's a soft spot in the media for De Bruyne, and there's a soft spot with players. I don't know why. Rodri, you're right. Rodri has been, if not the best DM this season, who has been better than Rodri this season?
But bro, that's the thing with me. With Rodri last season, the way he was getting criticized and the type of play that people were making him out to be, like he was a big ass flop and he's actually not a Man City type of signing and he should be basically not the player that should have been signed. I think it's night and day difference. I think he's been an absolutely phenomenal play for you lot this season. But
yeah,
when
last season, the guy was moving like a tractor, man.
Again,
like a tractor.
What City demands?
Mojo, are you done kissing City ass? It's so weird.
Yo, can we acknowledge? He said two things. He said Kevin De Bruyne is better than Paul Scholes, and he also said Kevin De Bruyne is probably going to win Player of the Season, even though he doesn't deserve it. So you don't think he deserves it?
No, to be honest, let's be honest. Sometimes it's good to be honest. Like, look, as I said last time when he won it, I laughed just because of banter. But those people who deserve to be there, they were not even nominated. I don't think he does. Look, Saka has been great. Son has been great. Salah has been great, even though Salah has gone quiet.
He deserves to be there, guys.
Let's be honest. And like, it's good to be honest. De Bruyne is only there because I think they like him. Like, I'm telling you, a lot of players just admire him, and because of admiring him, he ends up there. And the media seem to love him. As soon as he just drops a 4-piece, I know it's great, but they admire him. But there are people like Harry Kane last season. How good was Harry Kane last season? Assists and goals.
Okay.
You get what I mean? Let's be honest. Let's just be honest sometimes.
Let me just bring everybody into it, guys. If you haven't seen the graphic going around, there's a graphic on ESPN FC where they're putting the three players against each other. So who do you guys have? Who do you guys have out of the out of Mo Salah, Son, and?
There's only one correct winner, but you know we can all have opinions.
Yes. What is it?
I said there can only be one. There's only one correct winner, but of course we can all have opinions. That's what we're here to do on Vibes from the Sixth One. There's only one correct winner on this whole list. I'm not having this BS, this just media narratives. You know, the silliness I find a little bit weird. If we're gonna talk about post AFCON, then the first 5 months of the season, Kevin De Bruyne wouldn't have even been mentioned as one of the best 6 City players. Heung-min Son, by yours truly, Jan Vertonghen next to us here, was criticizing him week in, week out, talking about, you know, how he's inconsistent, he does deliver, blah, 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 big moments this, big moments that. Now suddenly, you know, he scores a couple of hat-tricks against Norwich and Watford, and I'm meant to say he's the player of the season. Mo Salah did this season against the best teams in the league. I'm spitting facts right now.
Yeah, he scored. Carry on. My bad, bro.
Yeah, my guy. He scored goals against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. You know, he was the reason why we got a draw against City in the Etihad to begin with. Scored goals.
The Bruyne too was the reason because he scored also.
I'm talking about the first game, bro.
Oh, he scored that too. He
Okay,
scored.
No, he didn't. It was Foden.
guys, that is the poll I'm gonna put in the.
You think my memory doesn't work properly, bro?
So the
Anyways,
poll-
but I think listen, if we're gonna be reactionary and we're just gonna sit here and feed it to media narratives, we can say KDB because he scored a hat-trick against Wolves. Congratulations. Or we can actually look at the season as a whole. And when you look at the season as a whole, there's only one rightful winner in the player of the season.
Young Min Son. Yeah.
Hussam. It was KDB the first goal. Then Jesus the second goal.
So for me in this debate about like out of them three, I mean, Salah, I said all the way up until obviously AFCON and all that, he was clear by a mile. Yes, he's fallen off since AFCON and all that, but you can't ignore what he done all the way through, like until then. Yes, he's not been the same player since he's come back. Son has been inconsistent. Spurs fans will probably get more back about this. They always do, but I'm just being as honest as I can. Son's had inconsistencies and periods where he's gone missing and he hasn't performed. Kevin De Bruyne has shown up recently, and been better recently. He hasn't been there before. So if you look at each individual player, they've had areas where they haven't played, or they haven't been consistent enough, or at a level where you would say they're in this conversation. But for me, I don't think Son's going to get included in this. I think it will be between De Bruyne and Salah. And then for me, I believe Salah at his best has been way better than Kevin De Bruyne at his best. So I would give it to Salah. Obviously, biased. If Son goes on to get the golden boot with non-penalty goals, but I like people that dismiss penalties. I think silly because penalties obviously lead to winning points, winning trophies and stuff like that. So penalties count. But if Son gets to where he is in a dead Tottenham team, as everyone says, and outscores and all that, he's in with a shout. That's all I'm going to say. If he gets golden boot.
Luckily enough, I just want to tell the people one thing, Igal. First of all, two things. First of all, the PFA vote was made before the Kevin De Bruyne hat-trick against Wolves. So that game will have no impact on it whatsoever, thank God. So they put the votes 3 days before that game. That's number one. Number two, listen, we sit here on Vibes from the Six, and we've had conversations on why the Premier League is the best league in the world. You get me? And we speak about this and we tell them the Premier League is not a farmers' league, there is actual competition, blah, blah, blah. Why the hell is James Ward-Prowse nominated for Player of the Season? I need an explanation. I understand he takes free kicks, but there is nothing that James Ward-Prowse brings to the football pitch that should make him nominated for Player of the Season. He's basically Jordan Henderson with free kick ability. No one's going to sit here and try and convince me he's some sort of Mesut Ozil or this like magical midfielder. He's just a regular fish and chips midfielder, but his free kicks are amazing. That's literally James Ward-Prowse.
That's exactly what
so
I'm
why
saying.
the hell is he nominated for Player of the Season and not, I'm not even going to mention my own player, and not Thiago Silva, for example. Also, why is Cancelo there instead of Bernardo Silva? Also, there's literally shouts for Alisson to be there. There's shouts for Rodri to be there. So when you put in players like Ward-Prowse and Bukayo Saka, the credibility of this award goes to shit. So I'll be real.
Can I remove Thiago from your team? Sorry, Thiago from your team. There's somebody I mentioned today. People might laugh, but this is just me. From your team, I picked Matip. Has anybody seen how Matip has been playing this season? I don't know. Is it just me? He's been great. I don't know. I just think he's been great for a defender. The way he's been carrying the ball, the way he's been defending. I watch games, big games. Nobody has gone past Matip. Nobody has. And he's been playing well. But the funny thing is, the media has been watching Van Dijk. I don't know. I just think Matip has done well this season. I said it to one of the Liverpool fans at work that Matip has done well.
All right, guys, just to wrap it up, I just need Mojo and AK's player of the season at this moment in time. Would you have Son or KDB or Salah? Who do you think?
Son. Easy. Son.
Okay. Why?
Sorry, can you ask the question again? What's the question?
Since Patrick has already said KDB, Alan has said Salah.
Patrick has not said KDB. Patrick has said
I said
KDB will win it, but he thinks Mo Salah deserves it. He said that.
Okay. So you've all said Mo Salah, but we have the first person to say Son. So Mojo, why Son?
Son. Simple as, bro. I don't think people understand. I've rated him for a while anyways, so to me it's not even a problem in that regard. But I do think that he has been a major figure for Spurs being in this top four battle, that we wouldn't be even speaking about them this season. And if there wasn't for Son, and I don't think he's been as absent or as inconsistent as people make him out to be. I think what happens is when a team is underperforming and your key players don't perform to the level that you want them to drag the rest of the team, people will go on that player more often than they would go on the rest of the team as a whole. So for me, I'm not gonna lie to nobody. I think I've been impressed by Son enough to say that he deserves that recognition this season. And if he carries this on in the last 2 games that he's got left, I don't see why he's not there. I think he's been consistent enough, especially when Spurs have really
already,
retired him.
I've always liked you, Mojo.
Let me put it this way to you. All right, so if we're gonna,
why did Harry Kane not win it last season? Because he was voted before he did the achievement. That's the problem.
But that's the problem, bro. It's the people that are doing it. This is what I'm saying to you. Like, I'm basing it based on what I think of a player and how crucial I think a player has been for a team, right? Son, in my opinion, has been key to the Spurs team. Honestly speaking, we would not be speaking about Spurs Football Club in this top 4 race in any way, shape, or form without Son. Son's goals have been crucial to it. The fact
no pens, just straight goals, no pens.
Non-penalty goals as well. It's a stat that I think is quite significant, but people will downplay it. It's not to say that penalties are not important. At the end of the day, you still need to put penalties away. The fact that you put penalties away is still in its own right. You still have to rate it. But what I will say is that, guys, I've just looked at the stat, and I've looked at the stat of basically trying to see how many match-winning goals has this guy scored. He's given Spurs 6 games based on his goals. 6 games, we're talking 18 points. That's the same as Mo Salah, guys.
Is this the same website that Igal uses for percentages or an actual accurate one?
No, I've gone to Transfermarkt, bro, and I've just looked which ones.
Okay, accurate website. Fair enough.
Yeah, so I'm not.
I thought you were doing the percentages website because Igal been giving us graphs, Mojo, and now it's now they're 1 point ahead only. So I'm just saying sometimes numbers lie.
One second. Hussam, has Mo Salah signed his contract yet? I thought you said it was going to be done in January.
No, he hasn't.
Yet.
So let's not.
Did Isaac sign for Arsenal like you said he would in January?
What?
Did Isaac sign for Arsenal? Igal Romano?
I never said Isaac was done. So
yeah, you did. You said in January Isaac is done.
Kelly.
Okay, let me tell you right now. EGTV Isaac done right now. I'm a surgeon. You know, you had the thumbnail. Your thumbnail was the car plate. That was your thumbnail. Do not lie. Just because Ramadan is finished, you cannot lie anymore, bro.
Listen, Isaac was never done. It was just
okay. I'm gonna start it right now.
AK, just before we go into Arsenal, are you gonna be able to bring on your camera? And people, smash that like button. But AK.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Just before we go to Arsenal,
big up, AK.
Who's your player of the season right now? KDB, Son, or Salah?
Listen, I'm not the PFA, and I don't judge my season from August till February. I judge my season from August till the end of May. And if I'm going by that judgment from what I've seen so far this season, I do not understand the hate that Kevin De Bruyne is getting. He has been the best player in this league throughout the whole season.
What did I say?
Thank you, Hussam. We all knew that, Hussam. You didn't have to prove.
I don't know why Hussam had to do this.
This guy tried to deny it, bro. See, if I scroll, all this is literally Isaac EGTP, the whole thing, bro. This guy trying to lie to us.
All right, listen.
This is how AK started. This is how AK started the Igal Romano nickname, bro.
I'm an aggregator. These things are normal. But anyway,
as I was saying, listen. I think if we're judging the season the way PFA judges it until February, then I can understand Mohamed Salah walking away with the Player of the Year, because up until that point, he was probably the best player in the league. Had a month off from January to Feb, but I don't think it was detrimental enough, because also he went to AFCON. I don't think it was detrimental enough to take that away from him. So PFA will probably give it to Mo Salah. But if I'm judging it from August till the end of the season, or with 2 games left to go, every single player whose name you're going to mention has had a inconsistent patch. You have Mohamed Salah, who's been highly inconsistent from January until May. You have Son, who's been inconsistent throughout the whole season, was just didn't exist for parts of the first half of the season, and has absolutely picked up pace in the second half of the season. And you have Kevin De Bruyne, who I think has been, in my opinion, the most consistently there. He was obviously the first part of the season. You could say the first 2 months of the season, he wasn't really active. But even then, he was still go look at his performances against the big teams, even in those down periods against the likes of Liverpool, against Chelsea, against Arsenal, against United. Go look at those performances when apparently he was supposed to be going through a bad patch. He was still performing at a higher level than any of these other players have in their bad patches, in my opinion. So if we're going to go consistently throughout the season, then Kevin De Bruyne hasn't put a foot wrong since December in this league. Let's be very honest. He hasn't put a foot wrong since the beginning of December in this league. And before that, his little rough patch, he was still coming up and showing up and doing shit. So if we're judging it by PFA parameters, then Mohamed Salah. If we're judging it by the whole season, in my opinion, Kevin De Bruyne is the player of the year.
Okay, Igal, before we move on to the North London derby, see, the problem is I actually came in this show so calm, but now you got my Aggie side out because you're all just chatting shit. First of all, put up Bazza's comment on the screen right now, please. Just put up Bazza's comment, Igal. I know you saw it. Don't act like you didn't see it. Bazza's comment right now on the screen, Mr. Igal, Mr. EGTV, Bazza McLafferty. On the screen right now. Thank you so much. Igal said Dusan was a done deal too. He also told the people Dusan Vlahovic was a done deal too. Yet he is going to question my ITK, which isn't the dinner lady at the Emirates, like him. Let me finish, Igal. I didn't interrupt anyone. Let me finish. So you know his source is the dinner lady at the Emirates. Mine is actually someone who speaks to club. Okay. That's number one. Number two. See, the problem is can I land, Igal, or are you just going to keep cutting me? Let me land, bro.
Sorry, is this a
let my plan
between
take
Igal or something?
Anyway, no, don't put me full screen, bro. I'm not gonna get you extra views. Anyway, the money maker right here. When it comes to the player of the season shit, first of all, you know the best part about Vibes from the Six, me, Mojo, Alan, Igal, AK, we have a relationship outside the Vibes from the Six as well. Patrick, when he used to come on, but his cat got pregnant a lot. So, you know, if you were here at the start of Vibes from the Six, you would laugh at that joke.
What's up with you and my cat?
So you know, we know each other outside the whole prism of YouTube. I see AK today. We were on a space after Jum'ah and it was lovely. You know, who should win player of the season? Mo Salah should win it. He's probably gonna give to him. Blah blah blah. Comes on Vibes from the Six, tries to rattle me, so he says Kevin De Bruyne. I think the problem is right now everyone is just
no. Again, I don't like how people lie on my name. I told you this 100 times. You can call me out on shit that I say, but please don't say I said shit that I didn't. Hussam,
did you not say Salah should win it? Salah will win it.
Wallahi, I did not.
Will not should.
Wallahi, I did not. I said the exact.
So you didn't say Salah will win it.
I just said the exact same thing. I said if it's judged by the PFA parameters, Salah will win it. But if I'm judging it on my parameters, which is the whole season, not till January, then Kevin De Bruyne wins it, which is the exact same thing that I just said.
So why are we calling Kevin De Bruyne Kevin De Bruyne then?
Because I troll Kevin De Bruyne all the time, like I troll every single player in the world.
So he's very consistent, but he's Kevin De Bruyne and he's Bruno Fernandes.
Okay, guys.
So now what Hussam is doing is Hussam is using things that he knows I do as an agenda or as a joke on Twitter to trigger City fans to try and now use that to displace
I'm actually just responding.
It's a boring argument, man.
I'm responding.
Why?
This is the bottom line.
Hussam, when we've had serious conversations about Kevin De Bruyne, you've heard what I've said about him. So please don't stop lying, my bro. Wallah, it's not good.
Okay.
Heard what I said.
I'm not lying. It's Friday. So this is the bottom line.
Don't cap on my name then.
This is the bottom line. Please. If we were to have this conversation in August, you'd have said player of the season is Mo Salah. In November, Mo Salah. In October, Mo Salah. There's another month I forgot, Mo Salah. In December, Mo Salah. If I asked you in January, you'd have said, yeah, he's gone to AFCON, but probably is still Mo Salah. If I asked you in February, you'd have said, yeah, he had a bad February, but it still is Mo Salah. But the thing is, see, here's the problem. All three of them have been inconsistent. The guy stood next to me who's a Spurs fan has cussed out Son Heung-min on this show by itself. Daps has said Kevin De Bruyne has had a bad 18 months. So you cannot sit here and tell me now someone else should win it because of lack of consistency.
18 months? What 18 months? What does it mean?
The other two have been inconsistent themselves.
It's like you don't listen, Hussam. I realize you have very selective.
AK, I'm not just responding to you, bro. Four people spoke before you.
You have very
You just came. 4 people spoke before you.
You just heard me. But then again, everything you're saying, I don't know why you're trying to make it seem like you're going on a rant. When I just said the exact same thing, I said, any player that you put up for nomination has been inconsistent. Mohamed Salah, how long is the Premier League season, Hussam?
From August till May.
How many months is that? 10 months.
8.
9 months, 10 months?
Bro,
10
10.
months.
can we
10
move
months,
on
right?
from this,
And
please?
out of those 10 months, how long has Mohamed Salah been inconsistent?
2 months.
2 months.
Yeah.
Hassam,
March and
name
April.
me anything notable that he's done in the Premier League since January.
Dunked on your club.
Again, so that's it. So that's the parameter.
Man of the match performance against Leeds. Man of the match against Norwich.
Beating Manchester United, Leeds, and Norwich equates to you having good performances.
Beating Wolves on the beach equates to the
Again,
same
lads,
shit.
come on, let's be real. Every single one.
I'm
of these
being
players
real.
has
Wolves
been-
are on the beach.
You're not being real, Hassam. You're being very biased, and it's very easy to tell.
I'm not.
Since,
I'm not.
Such a mid
since the turn of the year, Mohamed Salah has not been himself. At the beginning of the season, Kevin De Bruyne was not himself. Son, in my opinion, hasn't been himself throughout the whole season. So I've always described Son as a patch player. He comes in, he'll have a good 5-7 games where he will bang goals. He'll disappear for 1-2-3 games. He'll come back and another 6-7 goals in the space of 5-6 games. That's how I've always described him. Mohamed Salah, uncharacteristically, since January, has not had that many consistent performances where you can say he's been the same Mohamed Salah.
Can we?
We're
AK,
gonna-
He's had more GA. He's had more GA.
Guys, I'm gonna have to cut this short. Let's get to business right now. Let's get to business. That's what we gotta do. We gotta.
Man
talk
said
about
he
this
put on a
match.
Sudhi load.
Let's
Can
talk
I
about.
land or? Alright, so-
Let
Wait,
AK finish though.
How
Let
are you
AK
putting on a
finish.
suit
Let
after
AK
playing
finish
in a-
though.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's been fun talking about other things, but
Bro,
I'm not
let AK
I'm
finish
not
though.
gonna
Go.
deflect. I'm not going to deflect, bro. Unfortunately, we could go on for another 30 minutes on the same topic, but we have to move on. Love and respect to everybody here. Let's talk about what actually happened.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Go on.
What everyone wants to talk about. You guys want to cook. You guys want to chat. Let me hear it, because personally, I don't care anymore. Top 4, we're still in 4th. We're still in 4th. The game is done. Everything's already happened. You're not going to be hearing me going crazy on the referees. You can see right there, Alan. We're
you
still
did that last night.
we're
Crazy
still in a better
referees.
position than you. Right now, we're finishing. We're as long as we win our next 2 games, we're good. I believe my team can still do it. You probably believe your team can do it, and we're gonna slip up. But at the end of the day, it's in our hands. You need us to slip. We lost. It was embarrassing. Our players didn't show up. Certain individuals made big mistakes. Our what do you call it? Our coach made a massive error in putting Tomiyasu on the opposite side, where he should have probably put him on the right hand side and not played Cedric in the first place. If Ben White was fit enough to play, he should have played. But hey, what are you gonna do? These things happen. Individual mistakes. Cedric, Rob Holding costing us. And also, I'm going to go there. I felt like the referee had a terrible day, and he also had a big part to swing the gameplay. But yeah, business end of the season. I'm focused on the next game. Let's talk about Newcastle after this. But yeah, what are you guys saying?
There's only one guy to start with, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm not involved, man.
Alan, go ahead.
Full screen him as well. I'm very really.
No full screening.
No.
Yes.
This is your moment to take over EGTV.
I don't need to do.
Show them the moneymaker, Alan. Show them the moneymaker.
Moneymaker was on the terrace last night when Egal was rattled. Egal, all I've heard in that little minute monologue is excuses. That's not what you've been saying in spaces all week. That's not what you've been saying in recent weeks and all that. I want to hear you come with what you've been coming with all this time about how no matter what team came to Tottenham slip up, Tottenham bottle it, Arsenal are going to do it, Arsenal are going to get full foot our ground. Say it again for me. I want to hear it all. Come with it. Come on. Don't flip-flop and don't back out now and don't do it. Come at me with like you have been the last couple of weeks. I want to hear it, Egal. Come on.
What do you mean?
Exactly what you've been saying. Exactly what you've been saying the last couple of weeks. This is the problem with you Arsenal fans. The most deluded fan
We're
base
still
in the
getting top
entire
4.
world.
You're going to get top 4 ahead
The
of us.
most deluded fan base in the world, right? Nketiah is going to what? Nketiah is going to run our back 3 ragged or our back line ragged. Nketiah did nothing and Romero wasn't there. Nketiah didn't even get past Davinson Sanchez, who haven't played in 3 months. Højbjerg and Bentancur don't get into the Arsenal team. You've got your midfield 3. Granit Xhaka, whose favourite pastime is GBH. He did nothing. El Neni is going to lock off Kane. He's going to man-mark Kane out of the game. Did nothing. Your back line, Tommy Esso, oh my God. Cedric, didn't know where he was playing. Royal again had a game. Royal and Sessegnon has now locked up both Arsenal and Liverpool. And people are criticising my club. You're bitching about the foul. If you're cute about it, what Cedric does, you can get away with it. What he decides to do is jump straight into him and give away the penalty. You guys bitch and complain. It's not a penalty. Oh, the referees, get my tinfoil hat. The referees are against us. There's a conspiracy against Arsenal Football Club. You're not that big to have a conspiracy theory against you. Liverpool, yes. Man City, yes. Man United, yes. Arsenal, no. Not at this moment in time. Even Chelsea, yes. But not Arsenal. Yeah, exactly. Arsenal are not that big a club. You used to be, but you're not. Mikel Arteta, if he beats, he's better than Conte. Let's have that conversation. My arse, is he better than Conte? Simple as. No, you can go. You can run. You can be a B-Tech Pep Guardiola putting out cones and running his same drills. But
who said he's better than Conte?
No, that's what Arsenal fans are saying. That's no. You can be your B-Tech Pep Guardiola system and all that, and try and be as good as Pep. You can't be as good as Pep because all you did was put cones out and all that. So to try and even put him, take my manager's name out of your mouths. He does not deserve to be put in the same sentence as Antonio Conte. It's as simple as that, right? Rob Holding, since he's come in, he's been amazing. No, he hasn't. Right? He's been amazing. Right? He's been amazing. No. What he done, what Arteta set out to do and all that was basically rile up Spurs, and he ended up riling up. No, probably full screen it again. He tried to rile up Spurs, and it did not happen. It did not happen. What happened is Robert Holding decided to get riled up. He fouled on 2 occasions. By the third, you saw the referee go, that's free, and that's why he gave him a yellow card. And then what he decides to do is shoulder him in the face, and he goes, "Well, it's not a red card. He got a second yellow card." A second yellow card. You said about Son with the elbow on the floor and all that. Son, even I had to look back at it and all that, but Lee Gunner was correct. Rob Holding had to swipe at him on the floor as well. They both could have got a red card then. It would still be 10 on 10. But you're going, I've heard Arsenal fans, the only way we beat you was with 10 men. We were beating you before that. Arsenal fans, 8 minutes. Oh, we were good for 8 minutes and all that. If you can only last 8 minutes, then you need to go and get some Viagra, mate, because I'm sorry, 8 minutes is not how a game lasts. 90 minutes is how a game lasts and all that. You've done good for 8 minutes and that was it. That's not good enough in this league. You guys were so up yourselves about coming to our ground and all that. I told you way back when I came on your stream and held it from 8 or 9 Arsenal fans that you were playing against Nuno, an inept manager, playing an awful system, awful tactics, and that would not happen under Conte. Conte, world-class manager, knows what he's doing, knows how to set about it. Don't get me wrong, he's had his faults and I pointed that out in the way he set up sometimes, but there was no way you were going to come and do the same thing to us like you did there. He knew what to do, he set about it, and he got the job done. You came to our ground, you wanted to get the Champions League at our ground, it didn't happen, you got battered, and we should have done more. I'm so disappointed that we took a foot off because I wanted us to smash you 6-0 like you should have beat us back in September. But class in Conte breeds class in players. And I'm sorry, Arteta is a B-Tech Pep Guardiola, and your players, most of your players, are B-Tech players.
Bro, you've said a lot. You've said a lot, and as you always say, you try to say, "Oh, other Tottenham fans said is not my business." So what other Arsenal fans said is not my business. If I've said something, call me up on it. Don't start quoting other people to try to come at me. Number two, when it comes to Antonio Conte, I've never said Antonio Conte Arteta is better than Antonio Conte. I'm not that crazy, okay? And then number 3, when it comes to this game, you beat us, but are you going to finish above us? Because you still have to finish above us.
There you go. I'll openly say it's out of our hands because you bottled it with 3 games. We then bottled it as well. I've said this. I've criticised. We've bottled. It's now back in your hands. So it's up to you to bottle it again or not. It's how you bounce back against that. Xhaka doing Xhaka things, wanting to throw a tantrum and all that because apparently he's now the best midfielder again, which he's actually not. He decided to get himself suspended. I didn't even know that. Got himself suspended because he got picked up a needless yellow card. You've got players out and all that with a thin squad. It's up to you now. How do you deal with this tough time? Do you bounce back? But we've seen with Arsenal. Arsenal, hold on. With Arsenal, when you've lost this season, you've lost again and again after. And this is the wrong time to do it. If you then bounce back and win, you get 4th, fair play to you. I'll be the first to come in here like I did in your stream and say, well done. You got 4th from that. Congratulations. You know, the better team got it, and I'll take whatever you can throw at me. Right? But if you blow it, then all of this hype, all of this talk from Arsenal fans this season would have been for nothing.
Okay, I'll let you say all of that. Now let's just go to the comments section quickly. We got Josh here saying Dabs is a gooner. Big up the Magpies on Monday. He's clearly a Tottenham fan. We got some people saying Eagle's hiding. No, I wasn't hiding. I'm just cooking. So that's why I had myself off the screen. Yes, Paul Tierney. We'll talk about Paul Tierney later if you guys want to get into that. Hussam, don't let the United fans rattle you. They don't have anything except spitting crap about rivals. These lot are clowns. Let them be. Oh. Anyways, that's it for that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Because at this point, I really am. I've moved past this game. I know what happened. I spoke about it all last night. I spoke about it all today, and it's like, what are you guys saying? Talk to me.
Wait, very quickly before we go. When we lost 3-1 at yours, that loss, I didn't go over in 24 hours. That lasted with me for weeks, knowing how bad we were and how bad we got battered by you guys at yours. It hurt a lot to be over it in 24 hours. I'm sorry. That does not get. You do not go over it. Lost to your rivals.
Well, because this is the business end of the season. You can't wallow over.
Igal, I'm not quite sure you know how this works. He beat you 3-0, so you will let him finish, please. Go on.
Yeah, exactly. AK, when Liverpool beat you 5-0, did you get over it in 24 hours?
Got over it in 5 minutes. I was cheering for
What bad? You're such a troll. You really are such a troll.
I can confirm he's actually fully truthful, honestly. Like that's true.
Okay, but be honest. I lost your bit of rivals. You do not.
But I hear what you're saying though. It's the City one I didn't get over for weeks.
Exactly. You don't get over it for weeks. To get over it in 24 hours, I'm sorry. If roles were reversed and we had lost to you, and obviously we were appointed, like literally it was just the roles were reversed, I would not be letting, after 24 hours, that defeat at this point in the season, that shocking performance, I wouldn't let that go. It would stay with me. If anyone else says I'm wrong, then that's fair enough. But that's
Alan, it's because they're still in prime position to get to 4. That's the only reason
right,
they're still so calm about it. I promise you, once if they go Monday night and they don't get that win against Newcastle, that's when reality will hit them, and you will see all the emotions seep out at once. But at the moment, they're trying to remain as calm as possible because it's still technically in their hands.
Yeah. Also, I did say I'd be shameless. Alan Saint-Maximin, best winger in the Premier League. Brilliant. Always knew he was going to be good.
Oh my God.
Alan Saint-Maximin's my guy. Oh my God, best player in the league. Can't wait. Headband. I'm going to get myself a headband for the next show, on Sunday.
Wait.
Support of
Alan, you know what?
I don't think guys want to move on to the Newcastle game yet.
No. On that note, let me
No.
Alan,
You think we're just going to segue like that, bro?
Alan, let me ask a question quickly, bro. So, if Newcastle and Alan Saint-Maximin decide to turn up against Arsenal, will there be a live apology, live from 6?
I'll tell you what I do.
Mojo knows ball, because that was my question as well. Are you going to apologize, Alan, if he scores a hat-trick? If he scores a hat-trick and they win 3-2 after being thrown down, what's your reaction?
Or he gets even an assist.
Be straightforward. Tell us.
I'll be. If Alan Saint-Maximin is the reason that Arsenal don't get top 4 and Spurs do, I will come on the end of season stream and all that wearing an Alan Saint-Maximin shirt with a headband and all that, and I'll be partying all day long. And I will.
Are you actually serious? You're going to come on with a headband?
Clip that. I'm going to come on headband, Alan Saint-Maximin shirt, and I'm going to party all night.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Can I ask something? Just something, as a spectator. Igal, you came, my brother, you came back on the stream with a suit. Is there anything you want to say? Because you came with the suit.
It's the business end of the season. We move on.
But it looks like you dressed up for this guy to body you. Because he just body you dressed up for Alan to body you. You know what? Let me just say, Igal, just permit me to say this.
You're saying I'm here
Look, by the time I left, and this is all thanks to Hussam. You have to blame Hussam for this. When I met Alan was humble, very humble. Hussam took him to football wars. Alan has become a different type of animal. You could see for football wars, when I'm listening, he was changing slowly. He's become lethal. What he's done to you here, man. I know you have no comeback, but anyway, it was funny. I couldn't believe what was
I have definitely affected Alan negatively. I
have never seen him on that much.
He was such a shy, nice guy. He met me. He became a loudmouth guy. You get me. He cooks people now. He just.
I know.
Listen,
but this one he deserved it.
The comment from Blake about doing a Saint-Maximin backflip. I would love to try and do a Saint-Maximin backflip. I'm 35 years old. I'll break my back. I'm no good. No, I'm not going to try it. You're not going to get that YouTube.
Yo, guys. Only right since I rudely cut off AK earlier. My bad, bro. But if you want to start on this game, you can go right ahead. AK,
we're still talking about the North London derby, though, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
AK, you there?
I thought you segued. I was about to get angry.
No, I was trying to give him.
Get away with it,
before I pop off for my other show, I need to hear what these guys think of the North London derby.
Is he there? Okay, I don't.
He was here.
Hey, while we're getting back, can I just say something?
Yeah.
I think the way the Arsenal fans were speaking about this game against Spurs, having had the game cancelled, saying that we're gonna be ready for these lot when we do get them. It's gonna be a smoking session. We're gonna f them up. We're gonna do this. I thought that was a pathetic Arsenal performance for someone that wants to finish in top 4. It looked like you are the team that is ahead. You're the team that everything is in your hands, and that is the moment to kill somebody's dream, and you just didn't. And I felt like that was a very, very shambolic performance for me lot. I expected better game. I can't lie. And the words I'm using are very strong, but they're strong because you lot were as loud as anybody could. Like literally, you would think you're Man City or Liverpool level for you lot to shout the way that you did. And honestly, to get the humbling that you did.
It's a derby, Joe. It's a derby. You're going to go into a derby, even if you feel like you're the superior side or the inferior side with some level of chess. You're gonna back your team.
I'm not saying don't have chess. I'm saying the way you guys went about it was pretty much like, like they have no chance of beating us. We're gonna beat these lot. Okay, we're the ones that are confident. We're the ones that need to do our business. Blah 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 blah. To me, I'm sorry, but this is not. This is what's been really confusing for me when I'm listening to Arsenal fans is that you guys big up the big moments a lot, but then you try to downplay when you have bad games. Like it's nothing. We can move past it. We still got a point ahead. We have games in hand. I've heard it all from you lot at this point, and I'm like, so we have to wait until the end of the season to see whether you deliver or not for you lot to get a proper humbling or get maybe like, because at the end of the day, I think you finish the season. If you lot still try to say, oh my God, what an overachievement, we finished in top 4. I'm not having it from no Arsenal fan. I'll be very honest. It's not an overachievement. You guys are very lucky that these teams have been way less consistent than you lot. Otherwise, honestly, there's no way you finish top 4.
And they spent a lot of money, didn't they, in summer? They spent a lot of money.
You know the funniest thing? They ran from the game in January just to hold 3 in May. It's brilliant. I love it.
You know what it is? I'll be real with you guys. Like, first of all, it was a pathetic performance by Arsenal. They were crying about referees for no reason whatsoever. It was correct penalty. It was correct red card.
It wasn't for no reason.
You cannot elbow people in the back and you cannot elbow them in the face. That's UFC. That's a different sport. You can watch it as well. But that's not played 11v11. That's 1v1. So when you get elbowed, if he gave him a straight red, it would also been a correct decision. But anyway,
penalty against Man United.
Bro,
the one
Arsenal was pathetic, Mojo. They did nothing. Nothing all game. And then out he'll talk about referee. If it ended 1-1 and a penalty was not given, I understand. But like they did nothing. Ref did nothing, Mojo. Ref did nothing.
Bro, it's the annoying thing is to pretend that decisions always just go against you. In that Man United versus Arsenal game, when they played at your ground, bro, there was 2 key decisions that went your way, and Man United in that match did not deserve to lose, guys. We all know this.
Which ones are you
discussing? The penalty that was given against Man United, I don't think that was a penalty. It was way too soft.
Okay, so you don't think Cedric one was a penalty?
Then you add the third goal that Xhaka scored. I'm sorry, I've seen that disallowed how many times that wasn't disallowed.
I've actually covered this numerous times, and I've actually spoken to people about this. So I'll tell you right now, I'm prepared for this question. When it comes to the Cedric one and this one, there's 2 different situations. One, the goal was scored by Eddie Nketiah. It was ruled out, and VR was already looking at the situation. Where this one, the referee made the intention to go to call it. I personally believe the difference between the tackle that Telles did on Saka and the situation with Cedric, that pass led to a goal where Son completely didn't even come nowhere near the ball, and the man, yes, he might have barged him from a certain position, and it was in the box. It's a 50-50 call. It can go either way, but I think both of them were not penalties. But I do think the reason why Bukayo Saka's in the Man United game was given was because it went on to be scored. Where this one, it could have gone out for a corner.
Right, so there's one before I go because I've got another show to do. But I've loved doing this and that's all been fun. Arsenal fan base seems to be the only fan base that does not understand how VAR works. Every single time something goes against them, it's like, but why didn't they check VAR? You do realise VAR is checking everything. And when obviously a referee gives a decision, it's either clear and obvious or they don't overturn it. And when it's clear and obvious, that's when they speak to the referee and the referee goes, okay, go check the screen or something like that. there was enough in that for them to go, it's not a clear and obvious mistake because there's contact and you've deemed it to be and obviously he's gone into the back of him when Son's gone to the dive. Cedric hasn't even attempted for the ball. He's just gone into the back of Son. If you're cute about it, which defenders are, and you wait till the last minute, you just lean into him, it's never going to be a penalty. But he just jumps into him and does that. So that's why they've gone, it's not clear and obvious, stuff like that. They didn't have to ask about clear and obvious about the holding thing because it's pretty much fucking GBH. He could have done time for that. It's shoulder in the face and all that. It's bloody assault. So that's the reason why he got sent off. That's what I'm saying to you. It's just Arsenal fans seem to have an excuse about everything.
For doing what?
Son should have been sent off for punching the man, elbowing the man in the face. Also.
Yeah, but look at what he was doing to him.
Up, man.
This is clearly an elbow in the face, bro.
Yeah, but show us if you showed us the whole clip.
Show the video, and I'll tell you how it's not an elbow to the face. Come on, man. This guy doing out of context.
Exactly.
This is the problem, innit? I'm sorry, but like the decisions go against teams all the damn time, guys. Like we're not gonna be sat here saying referees in the Premier League are perfect. I just don't like teams acting like they're the only victims to it, bro. We are all victims to it. We've all been there. And the fact of the matter is, I think your performance was shambolic enough for you to say this loss is on us. Simple as just take accountability and take the loss. But the fact of the matter is, we're now going to talk about referees in a game that I felt like Spurs wanted it more than you, deserved it more than you, and got the goals more than you even could.
I don't think it's the only factor, but it is one of the factors. So if you guys want to see, look at that.
Yeah, but what is Holding doing to him?
Bro, Holding dragged him first and he was trying to get up, man.
Bro, show us the whole clip.
I
not
can't
a 1 second clip.
I'm showing you right now. This is what I have on the.
No, he's saying from the start. How did they end up hugging downward?
I don't have that.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Okay.
That's fair enough. At the end of the day, I think Arsenal deserve to lose, bro. I don't think anyone's going to say to you like, oh, no, Arsenal were hard done by, blah, 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 blah. It's Spurs deserve to win this game. They wanted it more than you. They had the harder run, guys. Remember that since God knows how long, we've been speaking about the fact that Spurs have a harder run and would not be in this position whatsoever. Guess what, bro? They're 1 point behind you lot, and you lot cannot deny the fact that this pressure is on you guys. You lot cannot lose any or drop any points or lose any of your games in that last 2 games. And if you do, Spurs will definitely be picking up those points.
And you want to know something? If we can't beat Newcastle and we can't beat Everton, we don't deserve top 4. But at the same time, Tottenham have to beat Burnley. And in my opinion, all this could be for nothing if come Monday, Tottenham drop points against Burnley.
I agree. It could be for nothing if we drop points against Burnley and all that. But at the end of the day, it's North London derby. You guys gave it all. Tottenham get battered everywhere they go because of that, and you sung it all season and all that. But Arsenal got battered. So fans against rivals will always give it, or like always, criticize, ridicule, and everything like that. So it's just your turn to hold it. Well, I had that all earlier in the season. You're getting it now. It's as simple as that.
Don't worry.
You could go on to
hello?
be top 4 and all that, and credit to you, like I've said.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay. Honestly, let's just move on. What do you think is going to happen between Burnley and Newcastle? Because I think sorry, AK's back. Let AK go and then we'll move on. Yo, AK, you there?
Who's moving on? I didn't even say my opinion, bro.
Yeah.
My bad. Guys, I'm gonna
Are we here to just listen to your opinions, Igal, or to tell ours also?
Honestly, guys, I'm kind of like shaken by this. I don't know what the hell's going on. I got something else going on, but sorry. When it comes to the Newcastle game and everything else, we'll talk about it right after. I have to go off camera for the rest of the stream. But AK,
yeah, we got you. Don't worry, we got you.
If you guys want to take it away,
man.
Yeah, Mojo's gonna run it. Don't worry.
Don't put me there.
Johnny will remove. Anyway, listen. No, that's a Twitter joke. I'm gonna keep that on that platform. Today we made fun of the Arsenal guys as well for making Johnny will remove. I put it in the title. Anyway, before we move on, you get me. We have to say goodbye to Alan now because he's going to the first XI to do grounded Spurs. You get me? So big up to you, Alan. He clicked exit before he can even tell bye to the people. Fuck you, Alan. Anyway, here's the thing. I'm gonna just give my 2 pence on the game. I think with this whole situation, like, first of all, Arsenal's performance was pathetic. Spurs absolutely ruined them. I think, Arsenal were maybe the better team for 10 minutes. After that, Spurs woke up and started to play football. Holding is just an absolute idiot. So, it's not anyone else's fault but his. Alan, you actually gonna say goodbye to the viewers?
No. It's not happening now, so I'm here for the rest. Let's carry on.
Yeah,
let's
go.
I bet he cancelled it. He's like, no, I'm not
Who's
done.
that?
Sorry,
I'm not done cooking. I'm not done cooking.
Yeah. Anyway, look, I think Spurs deserve to win 100%. I don't think the referee, made any mistakes. I think he actually played a good game, in my opinion. He was quite fair. He let shit go when it needs to go, but Premier League referees are shit anyway. Like Jordanian League referees are better. But anyway, listen, here's the thing now. All of this, of course, for bragging rights is absolutely wonderful. But the problem is, Alan can't brag for long because there's only 2 games left, so there is no real bragging right anymore. And if they see there is a scenario in which Mojo will be the happiest on this whole panel, let me explain why. Everton traveled to Arsenal on the last game of the season.
I'm listening.
If Everton somehow stay up and make Arsenal lose out on top 4, led by Frank Lampard, Igal is gonna get air fried on the show. I'm telling you right now, he's gonna get fried live on air. Because if that happens and Everton beat Arsenal and Arsenal miss out on top 4 in the last game day and Everton, stay safe because of Arsenal, then it's going to be a long day for a lot of people. But anyway, listen, North London is white. Kulusevski, fantastic player. Son, amazing player, but he will, I don't want him to catch up, so he can hold that. I thought in particular, see Højbjerg, he's just a little bastard, and I love bastards. Like, he's just, I love these dirty, annoying, obnoxious players who just go around tackling and shit. I just love them. So I absolutely love Højbjerg. I thought everyone for Spurs had a good game, actually. The second club to have an Emerson Royale compilation dropped on them, kind of crazy still, I won't even lie, but 2 games in a row, there's an Emerson Royale compilation. Had an Arsenal fan DM me go like, Hussam, how did it feel? Because this is my lowest ever moment supporting Arsenal, having an Emerson Royale compilation dropped on me. I was like, listen, I felt it. It doesn't feel the best. Ryan Sessegnon locked off Saka, like fully just locked him off. Odegaard, in my opinion, should have scored in that second half, at least made it 3-1. There was an opportunity there. He should have scored it. This is what happens when you keep bigging up step over and flicks and tricks footballers. This is what happens. So look, overall, North London is white. You get me? Holding became a new man of this hair transplant like Alan from Spaces. Oh, absolutely, he became a new man. I'm telling you, if you just literally forget even Spaces, just go back on Vibes from the 6, watch Alan's debut versus now. He was such a nice guy, sat in the corner waiting for Igal to go like, let's go to Alan. Now, he's Mr. Billy Big Bollocks. But anyway, here's the thing. On a serious note, look, next game, and I'm going to segue to it because we're not going to sit here and talk about the North London Derby forever. And this also relates to the North London Derby. Arsenal take on Newcastle. Monday Night Football. I don't know why this just smells like an Arsenal loss. Monday Night Football.
Away, Newcastle away.
Park. Yep. At St. James's Park. Last game of the season at home as well for Newcastle. So they're going to sit there and sing all the Geordie songs. They're going to be extremely happy. There's the Spurs Burnley game, but we'll discuss that in a sec. Newcastle Arsenal, people. This is probably, and you can feel free to call me exaggerating or whatever. This is the most important game in Mikel Arteta's managerial career as a first-team manager so far. So, what are you guys saying? Go on.
Are you forgetting the FA Cup final, the semi-final of the Europa League?
Come on. You saw how disappointed he was. Man, look, let me be honest with you. Somebody like Mikel Arteta has to get you back into top 4. Top 4 is what...
I will acknowledge Hussam is partly correct. This is the biggest game of this season. 100%, and that's what it is. But to say a statement that it's the biggest game of his career, that is a little bit.
It is though. Has he got you to the Champions League? Was
Arteta the manager when you were in the Europa League final?
No, semi-final.
So that was Unai Emery, and you knew it as well.
So this is his biggest game.
Yeah, he's never got you the Champions League.
Okay, how about this, guys? How about this? If we get top 4, does that mean Mikel Arteta and this young team has passed the test, and everyone then will give them credit?
Yeah, it's a big achievement, man. It's a big achievement. Champions League is a big. Do you know the money that comes from this? The pool that comes from this, man.
Mohammed, especially you, Are you
What
giving?
credit?
Are you going to give them credit also? Because I feel like you're downplaying how big of an achievement it would be, but at the same breath, you want to overstate how big of a game this is going to be.
I don't get it.
Bro, any team that wants to get into Champions League that is in this position, bro, it's a big game. There's no two ways about it. It was the same thing for Thomas Tuchel last season when we lost to fucking Aston Villa, broski. So I don't understand. How's that got to do with downplaying anything, bro? I'm saying
lost
getting
too.
into Champions League is a big deal.
It is.
That's all it is. What you're trying to talk about that I've always said, and I've remained still in the same stance. Arsenal getting into top 4 is not an overachievement. I will stand by that. I think it's a good achievement, but it's not an overachievement. I won't call it an overachievement.
But it's an achievement for Arteta. Arteta is an achievement for him.
I'm going to say this. I believe that this Newcastle game will be a tough game away from home versus Newcastle, but I have confidence that my team will show character and get through it. That's it.
Say it again.
I believe that my team will show character and they'll be able to get through it. I'm going for an Arsenal win. I'm going for a 2-1 Arsenal win. I think it's gonna be cagey. Now, Alan, what are you saying for Burnley? Because I think Tottenham against Burnley could end up getting a draw. And even though it's at home, the last home game, whatever it is, I do think Tottenham could end up drawing 1-1, and Arsenal could end up having the pressure off them to just win the game and then wrap up top 4 from there.
So this is great.
Alan. Don't fall for Eagles tactics.
No. I'm not. All I'm saying is
speak on Newcastle Arsenal as well. You see how he tried to stop you from speaking on Newcastle Arsenal? He stopped you, by the way.
No. So this is stunning YouTube footage. This an Arsenal fan saying Arsenal are going to win and Spurs are going to draw. Riveting, cutting edge stuff. This.
Where have I seen this before?
Of course you're going to say that, Gal. Fucking hell.
Where have I seen this before?
In my honest opinion, I reckon Spurs will win 2-1, and I reckon it's a maximum for a hat-trick. 3-0 Newcastle. Come on, Alex. Shameless, I don't give a shit.
What's a maximum hat-trick?
3-0 to maximum. You're welcome.
Life works in such mysterious ways. Because you know what's the... We're in a position now where Alan has to rely on Saint Maximum, who he doesn't rate. I have to rely on Declan Rice, who I don't rate. And I have to rely on Tyrone Mings, who I do not rate. You know, life's difficult on this show, man. You know, shit that you say in August comes back to bite me. I hate this YouTube shit, man.
Sam, please, don't do that thing again where you put your AVI again. Don't do that.
I will absolutely make it. Come on, you hammer. Come on, you hammer.
Go ahead.
Please, for 1 second, everyone in the comment section, do me a favor. Give us your predictions for the Tottenham-Burnley game and the Newcastle-Arsenal game. I'm going for a 1-1 draw for Tottenham-Burnley, and I'm going for a 2-1 Arsenal win for Newcastle-Arsenal. Alan, you're going for?
I just said, with no shame whatsoever, 2-1 for Spurs and 3-0 Newcastle, some maximum hat-trick. Come on, boy.
Mojo, what are you saying?
Oh, my God. And, yo, man, I'm here to talk about Frank Lampard and Everton. We need certain results to go in their way. And before I reveal the results, we've got to speak about the fact that Frank Lampard and Everton, this is a great character building moment for these two individuals. And let's be frankly honest. When it comes to
I see what you did there.
While you're at it, can you tie in Chelsea beating Leeds and also Mason Mount and all of that too?
Yeah. No problem, man. And we beat Leeds, and it was vibes. And Mason Mount scored. Lukaku scored. It was a wonderful day. We move. And I'm glad that Leeds lost, and because it means that Frank Lampard and Everton have an easy job, and hopefully that they're not going to fail. But with that being said, and you guys all know, and I'm not going to take this away just because they fired their manager. I also don't like Burnley, guys. So Leeds or Burnley, somebody's got to go. Whichever one it is, I don't really care too much at this point, because Leeds, the only thing that I liked about you lot that was left for me was Bielsa, and I rated him as a manager. But unfortunately, now that you fired him, I could care no less about Leeds United or Burnley. So one of them has got to go. I expect Burnley to lose. I expect Spurs to spank them, guys. It's not going to be one of those things where, oh my God, Spurs have to get over the... Nope. Spurs know the job at hand. Conte is not going to be playing about. Kane is not going to be playing about. Son has a golden boot to win. Yeah, that needs to happen too, by the way. And I'm going 3-0 to Burnley losing 3-1. Yeah, Burnley losing 3-1. Let's go with that. And then when it comes to Arsenal, I can't lie, I see Arsenal winning here. I'm not going to say to people I don't see Arsenal winning. I see Arsenal winning. Newcastle have nothing to play for. And but you know what? Fuck it. We're going to change it. We're going to say agenda time. Saint Maximin has a game to prove. I need an apology from Alan over here. So you know what? I don't know how they're going to do it, but Newcastle United 1-0. Let's fucking go. Saint Maximin with the goal.
Alan St. Maximin. Alan St. Maximin.
Oh man, he's gone that far.
Just so we know one more time, Hussam and Patrick, do you guys want to give us your takes on that game, the Arsenal Newcastle, and
other way around, Patrick, other way around. Anyway, my man doing this, he don't even know.
I don't know the camera. I'm trying to the camera.
give us your
it's
take.
easier for you, Joe. He's out here doing this, like, oh shit. Do I keep this hand up or do I keep this hand like this? Opposite of what your camera shows. So you're here on my camera, but I have to do this to point at you.
After you're done with this, we're gonna move on to the actual title race. So let's stay on this topic for a little bit longer, and then we're gonna wrap it up.
Fantastic stuff. So here's the problem. I've enjoyed the last 1 hour with Alan. I really have. I actually really have. And I know he wanted me to win the league and everything, but it just smells like the most Spurs thing to do is beat Arsenal, and he can't even deny it. It's beat Arsenal and somehow fuck it up against Burnley. Now, I know for a fact Spurs are dropping points against Burnley. I think they're going to get a draw. Now, the question that begs itself is, with Spurs' draw, because of their superior goal difference, they're fourth anyway. Now, do Arsenal go away to St. James's Park and lose? That's what I'm asking myself. Because I think they're probably going to get a draw against Burnley. If they get a draw against Burnley, fine. But now Arsenal have to lose against Newcastle. Do Arsenal lose against Newcastle? Fantastic question. Fantastic question. Like, you know, I cannot answer it yet. I'm going to have to wait and see. If I wake up, inshallah, Monday and it's hot, it's a nice weather, I'm going to predict a Newcastle win. If it's rainy and shit, I'm going to predict an Arsenal win. So I cannot predict that game. But I'm telling you right here, right now, Spurs are either going to draw to Burnley or lose. But after that, if they draw to Burnley, they still might end up fourth because Arsenal bottoms it. So go on, Patrick. See how I.
Okay, I'm good. At least you got it. Look, I got it finally. Look, for me, Newcastle, even though we made them hold 5, they made Liverpool struggle. Let's not forget, they made Liverpool struggle, and Liverpool had to score 1. I think they won 1-0 against Newcastle. So, as much as I've been, you've seen me publicly saying on Twitter that I'm supporting you guys to come back because I don't like Arsenal. And Alan, you know I hate Spurs because you guys have ruined my life in Champions League. You've ruined my life twice.
You're welcome, Patrick. You're welcome.
I know you have, yeah. But you also saved us, so you did us a favor. But look, I just think Newcastle and Burnley will not be easy games because both teams need something. I see Spurs still winning. I don't think Burnley are that good. I know that they can defend, but I don't think Spurs will bottle this. Oh, look, I've just said it. They do bottle things. Yeah, but I think Spurs will win, but it's going to be a 1-0. But I also think Newcastle is difficult. You guys might scrape it because I'm looking at your team. Oh no, let me just ask this before I make the prediction. Ben White is out, right?
Yep.
No, Ben.
Who else is out? Who else is out in that defense?
Let me explain. Ben White is fit. He just didn't play he didn't start the last game.
What about Portini? Is it Portini?
Holding is out for suspension. And Gabriel Magalhaes picked up an injury, but he's going to be okay for the next game.
What about Paul?
Who?
Paul. Is it Paul, your left back?
No, that's the referee, Paul Tierney. What are you talking about?
No. What's that guy again? What's his name? Tierney. Sorry, my bad.
My God, that's
left back. No, you know what? This just shows that I don't pay much attention to Arsenal.
Tierney's out for the season.
Okay, so who's your defense for this game?
The defense is most likely going to be
Paul Tierney.
It's going to be Tomiyasu. It's going to be Ben White, Gabriel, and Cedric. And is
Gabriel fit?
And
I don't think so.
If Gabriel is not fit, then it's going to be a situation where you're going to play Tomiyasu, Cedric, Tavares, and Ben White.
Man, look, I don't know. Okay, I think
Ben White's back pairing. with Cedric and Tavares on both wings.
Man, I think you guys are gonna draw at Newcastle. I just think so. Wilson was back and Trippier was back in the game we played against them. In the last minute, Wilson and Trippier came in, and Wilson looked like hungry. He almost scored against City, and I said the Newcastle made it hard against Liverpool. I think it's a draw. I just feel you guys will draw. But if you guys win this, look, I'll commend your mentality. But I think it's gonna be a draw against Newcastle. Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
Let's.
So I know you guys are busy at work.
Next, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it got
title
one-sided.
race. Question to all the neutrals here. So Patrick, go on mute, please. Question to all the neutrals here. Is there any hope in this title race, or is it over?
It's only one game left that can change it, and that's going to be West Ham. I don't know. I honestly thought that you would do it, but then it was Spurs of all teams that put a spanner in the works.
I hate you, Alan.
just being honest. Royale, remember. Royale. No, I honestly, I don't see it now. I did see it for a while, but like I said, I can't believe it was my team that actually stopped you from coming away to yours and all that. So I don't think. I think I think it's Man City's. I honestly do. I can't see, because although West Ham beat Norwich 4-0, it was Norwich. Before them, they weren't doing great at all, and they went out of the Europa League. So I just don't see them having it against Man City. So yeah, I think it's Man City's title. Sorry, I don't even get 10% ribbons anymore. I'm devastated.
And I just don't see how City drop points. They look pissed off, man. They look pissed off. So whoever is playing them, pray that you don't concede more than 3 goals in that game. That's the way I'm looking at it. I'll be honest. I understand people want to be hopeful with West Ham. I just don't think West Ham have much to play for themselves other than trying to get this Europa League position, which I think they're in a strong position. But the question is, for me, when it comes to Liverpool at this point, is there any reason for them to kind of waste their energy towards this when you have a Champions League final coming up and you've just lost a Fabinho to injury? Do you want to lose and risk any more players on something that you have to hope that Man City drops points? The smart play for me is Liverpool focus on. Say again?
Huh?
Can we touch on the FA Cup final after? I forgot about that.
Yeah, absolutely. But I just don't think there's any need. I'll be honest. I think Liverpool should focus on the Champions League, which is what matters to them, and make sure that they don't lose their players. That to me seems way more important right now. Trying to chase these last 2 games and maybe losing potentially more players to injury just hinders your chances at winning that Champions League final. So why do it?
Disagree, bro. I think you don't want to have a situation where Man City slip up and Liverpool take their pedal off the league, because if City slip up and Liverpool still have the goal difference, they're going to say that's a missed opportunity. We didn't put all. The
goal difference is with City now.
They should still try to go for everything, and if they because the reward of going for everything is greater than just giving up on a couple of things. Because
they have to make up 7 goals. And City needs to lose by a amount of goals. Like it's not going to be easy, bro.
They could catch up with the goal difference. They just need City to lose 1 game.
7.
Who are they playing?
What?
Who are they playing? Who's Liverpool playing to?
Next game is against Southampton, and then I believe Villa is their last game.
Happened. We've seen teams the last 2 games remaining win 2 games back to back with like 9 goal differences. So it is possible. It's just. In my opinion,
but then City scores no goals in those 2 games. Is that what we're saying?
In my opinion, I still think City are in the driving seat, advantage City, but Liverpool should not give up. They should play until the last game of the season and try to fight to win this league. And when it comes to FA Cup, Champions League, focus on those competitions separately. You still put the same energy in the league.
Listen, you're right, bro. We cannot give up. We have to keep fighting to the end. I mean, listen, we're a new generation just in this last 10 years. Look, all jokes aside, I know City are like 99% likely to win it. In the famous words, 1% chance, 99% faith. So I do
No.
understand what I'm saying. But look, we've lived in an era where the Aguero moment has happened, the slip has happened, plenty of crazy shit has happened. Hazard's goal against Tottenham has happened. There's stuff that's happened in moments that's literally changed league titles. So what I'm saying is you literally never know what happened, what happens in the Premier League. That's why it's the best league in the world, even though Ward-Prowse is nominated for an award. And you know it's the toughest league in the world. So
agenda against Ward-Prowse.
bro,
put that back. Go back. Put that back.
Bro,
that's the issue. That's the issue, Hussam. Guys, I wanted to say that because you guys missed a lot of this. We don't have a defense. They're all done. They're done. Like they're all injured. Okay, so in the last game, Fernandinho muscle issue, bench. Laporte muscle issue, bench. The only fit senior defender is Ake.
So it's Ake and Rodri in defense.
Ake, Rodri, Cancelo, Zinchenko against Antonio.
Come on, Mikel Antonio. Anyway, look,
like as Igor said, that's the issue we have.
Listen, honestly, on a real note, on genuinely, just genuine football conversations, anything's possible. So Liverpool cannot give up. You are right. We keep fighting to the end. If shit happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it's fine. We have a Champions League final, something City has never tasted in their whole life. So, you know, it's different stuff. So, I'm in a very happy position right now. I stick by my prediction that we're gonna lose the FA Cup and possibly win one of the other two or both, possibly. I just don't know what the fuck it is with the FA Cup. We're just extremely unlucky. Mojo will tell you about his bad luck as well. It's like literally bad luck against bad luck. So, you know, this probably ends up going to penalties. This time Kelleher misses the penalty or some shit. No one knows. But anyway, listen, we fight till the end. If something happens, we will be there. So, yeah. And big up to Akash for sending in a super chat. He says, title race may be over, but at least Liverpool made it title race despite nobody predicting it. Unlike some whose race ended in December. Proud of my boys. I mean, listen, to be fair, some people's title race ended in August as well. So, yeah. Igal, should we wrap up? Should we?
110%. Just one more question. Have you already read the super chat, by the way?
Yeah,
I have. Big up, Akash. That's my guy.
Liverpool are smashing Chelsea, Hussam. Ali says. What do you guys think about the FA Cup final? Just before we go, I think.
Can I just say something? Since I didn't say anything on the last one.
Yeah, just 1 second, bro. Let me just go. I think Chelsea have been waiting all season for this game, and they're going to be well prepared. Where Liverpool are going to be a little tired. So that's why Mojo was saying maybe focus on other games. But this game right here, I think Chelsea are going to go into this game, and you're going to see a different Chelsea than you've seen in the last couple of weeks.
No,
I think it's going to be a lot closer than people expect. I'm thinking maybe it might even go to penalties again. I think it's going to be a close game. Liverpool might just edge it for me, but right now I think it might go to penalties.
No. I'm sorry, Igao. I know you want to. I know. Like you've made a lot of good speeches. You made a speech about Liverpool, which I believe a bit, but this speech about Chelsea, I'm sorry, no, not this Liverpool team. This team, Liverpool and Chelsea and Man City, even though Man City brought the Champions League, these teams are like possessed. Liverpool won that quad. Whether you guys like or not won that quad, there's no way that I'm not doing banter, no offense. That mediocre defense that belongs to Chelsea is going to stop Mo Salah, Origi, Diaz, Jota, Mane. Are you serious? If Mane, if Salah, Jota, and Mane fail, guess who's coming off the bench? Diaz. Who's coming off the bench? Firmino, if he's still fit. Who's coming off the bench? Origi. And I don't know. I just don't see anything. And I know Lukaku scored, but trust me, I think, like, I was with Chelsea. I thought Chelsea could do it in the Carabao Cup. But no, I think this Liverpool team is so good, especially with Diaz coming in. My God, who's going to stop Diaz? Please, somebody point out. Is it going to be Alonso? Who's going to stop Diaz in that Chelsea team? They will beat them. I already counted the FA Cup. I've already counted the FA Cup. I'm sorry. I have counted the FA Cup. It's already going to Liverpool. They already have the Carabao Cup. Just waiting to see what happens in the league. But I'm sorry, Mo. I love your team, but I don't see your defense stopping these guys. Because in the past, remember what we used to say? When Mane, Firmino, and Salah don't have a good day, we used to say, yes. Origi once in a while will come in and do some miracles or one of his juju finishes and that. But now there's Jota and Diaz. Tell me who's going to stop Diaz in that Chelsea team? Nobody. I'm sorry. I see this as, I bet you the first half we're going to switch off the TV. And you can clip me on that. The first half we're going to switch off the TV because Chelsea is getting slapped. That's what I wanted to say. I'm just being honest. I'm sorry I have no confidence. I saw them in the Carabao Cup. No, I'm sorry.
But just
That's
to
fine. You don't have to
fill
apologize. You don't have to apologize.
just to fill Alan in, we're talking about the FA Cup. So before we go to Hussam and Mojo, you want to give a take on it?
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. McDonald's Wi-Fi, it kind of cut out. I don't know what happened there, but anyway, we move. The FA Cup.
His Wi-Fi router was celebrating the win as well.
Yeah. So to start the FA Cup, I think before the FA Cup starts, I think Kepa's penalty will finally land from the League Cup final, and then we can start with the FA Cup.
Oh my God.
And then basically, in my honest opinion, if you're going by form and everything like that, it's going to be Liverpool. But I remember how bad you were. Let's go back to obviously the Bayern Munich game. When you won the Champions League, you weren't that great, and then you pulled off a 1-0 win. I think the Champions League against Man City, Man City were really good in the league. You guys have done well in the Champions League, and you pulled out the win and all that. It just, something tells me there's a shock here. I don't know what it is. There's just something, because Chelsea have been up and down. Great performance, good performance against Leeds, but then you were shocking against West Ham, lucky to get the win. You shithouse that win against them, and then obviously, who was it you lost to? I can't remember. I know you got slapped by Brentford a couple of weeks back. Who else was it?
Points against Wolves.
Wolves, yeah, you were 2-0 up and you dropped that. You're so inconsistent. I think that might unsettle Liverpool because I don't know how are you going to, it's just such a weird Chelsea team at the moment and how everything's going. So I don't know. I think something's telling me it's going to be a 1-0 Chelsea. If I'm going like what I think is going to happen, 1-0. But if I'm being honest, I prefer Liverpool to beat you guys because I don't like Chelsea. But something just tells me it's going to be a 1-0 Chelsea. I think you'll win it in 90 minutes as well. 1-0 Chelsea.
Fair enough. Didn't expect that. I'll be honest.
Yeah, and I despise, not you. I despise Chelsea, but just the way you are is so inconsistent. I think it might surprise Liverpool if you show up. Because they're, I think it might surprise them.
And
so Mojo, go on. You start.
Did Egal say he starts already?
No, he started. Alan's spoken. Patrick had to go because his cat's pregnant, so it's your turn.
And bro, there's not really a lot left for us to play this season in the Premier League, and I've said that the only important game left for us to play is this FA Cup final. I'd like to think that the players recognize that it's the only thing they've got left, pretty much, that means of any sort of significance, and at least it can finish the season off on a little bit of a high. And do I really care about the FA Cup? Personally, I'm not. I want Premier League or Champions League. That's always been my case. So it's not really going to make me too happy if we even win it. It's just going to be like, thank God this chapter's closed. We can move on and let's bring on next season type of thing. And I think you lot are spot on. Results wise, we've been a very inconsistent team pretty much a lot of this year. And I think there have been moments of sparks that we've had, but that's the problem, is this team, you don't really know what version of this team is going to show up at what game. And I'd like to think, because we at least respect Liverpool enough and we understand how tough of an opponent they are, that we come to this game with our best in mind and we show our best. We put our best foot forward. Sorry, and it's weird because I feel like this game is not going to end 0-0. Something just tells me there will be goals in this game, and I'm gonna say it's gonna be 1-1 full time, but it'll be extra time. And then we might nick it and win 2-1 in extra time. That's what I'm going with. But honestly, it's not going to be a 0-0 game. I just don't see how it's going to be 0-0.
Mo, very quickly before Hussam goes, you said you put your best foot forward. Would that be Romelu Lukaku's clown right foot or clown left foot? Which one forward? Which one is it?
He's got 3 goals in his last 2 games, bro. Shut your damn mouth.
Congratulations. What did he have before that?
Hey, that's none of your damn business. Mind your damn business, bro. You have a top 4 battle to finish.
I've got to get digs in wherever I can.
Leave my Lukaku alone, bro. If he gets do you know what? It's crazy because I think when people look at Liverpool's team, people look at Liverpool's consistency over the whole run of the Premier League season. But what they're forgetting is like when they've actually faced us as a team, they found it actually really difficult in all 3 games we've faced each other. And it's taken a penalty shootout for us to be apart in the last game, which was the League Cup final, which generally speaking, I was way less confident in that game than I am this game. This game, I'd like to think there's going to be at least some sort of response from us to say that, you know what, we do give a fuck and we do actually want to win a cup of some sort again. And I just don't know what version is going to show up, man. That's the difficulty for me. So I'm going to say 1-1 and at full time, and then 2-1 extra time.
2-1 to who?
Chelsea. I've never got
Listen,
enough.
I'll be with you guys. Look, I always come with energy on vibes from the 6, all the good stuff. I just hate this competition. I'm very with you. I don't know what to do.
You're the same as me there. You're just like, I don't care.
I do not know what it is. And Mojo will tell you this. I've said this like from 5 months ago. I do not know what the FA Cup is. Like, it's just such a shit competition. We're always having bad luck in it. We lost to Wimbledon. 1984, we were supposed to do a quadruple. We lost in the FA Cup. We lost to Aston Villa in the FA Cup. We always fuck up the FA Cup. Now, there's 2 things that I have to question. Number 1, who has worse luck, us or Chelsea in the FA Cup? Because they've lost 2 in a row as well. Yeah. Number 2, the only thing that it's basically 2 things. It's Liverpool tiredness versus can Chelsea mentally switch it on? That's what I ask myself, because Chelsea, by Mojo's admission, by Chelsea fans' admission, has kind of been on the beach now, possibly for like the last a month and a half or so. Because I don't think like they've confirmed top 4 and stuff. So, you know, we were sitting here talking about, Arsenal coming for blah, blah. We all know that wasn't going to happen. So, like, I think they confirmed top 4 almost. So they were just had nothing to play for whatsoever. You know, at least with the Champions League, there was that extra motivation as well. But now they have nothing to play for. So all I'm questioning is, can Chelsea wake up Saturday and go like, guys, this is a final. Fuck it. Let's do this one more time. Now, that's all I'm questioning. I actually have no idea what's going to go on in this game. I just gave you a whole 2-minute preview. I'm not going to make a prediction. I genuinely have zero idea what's going to happen. This could end 3-3 and go to penalties. This could end 4-4 and go to penalties. This could end 0-0 and go to penalties. Liverpool could win 3-0. Chelsea could win 2-0. Like, shit can happen. I actually have no idea what's going to happen. You know, this is just a shit cup. I hate the FA Cup. My whole life, we only won the FA Cup once because of Steven Gerrard heroics. We were about to lose the FA Cup to West Ham and Paul Conchesky. So I'm not going to sit here and pretend that this is some like Champions League for us. I hate this competition. No. So I will predict in honor of Vibes from the 6. Alan, I know where you're going. Don't worry. Yeah. Listen, in honor of Vibes from the 6, because we always have to predict, and we're not all dabs. You get me? In honor of Vibes from the 6, I'm going to predict a, I don't know, 2-1 Liverpool win. Or possibly penalties. So I don't know, man. Fuck the FA Cup, man. So yeah, that's what I would say. We won in 2001. I was 6 years old, my guy. I didn't even know what Liverpool was still. Alan, you want to say something before we wrap up?
I was going to basically hold you to a prediction because you said about Igao predicting, and we always gone about Daps.
But he did make the prediction.
Just so people aren't aware, people say, I've seen comments about us dabbing. We do it to mock Igao because Igao calls Daps dabs. That's the reason why we do it. Until we start saying Daps straight, we're going to keep doing it.
We're going to wrap this up, guys. Big up to everyone for joining us today, obviously. And big up to everyone in the comment section. Thank you, guys. If you want to check everyone's links and social medias, is in the description, as always. And I really do appreciate everyone for joining us today. Have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day. And you already know how we wrap this up like we always do. So let's get it going, chicken wing.
And I'm going to add a bit more to it. Alan,
I got you guys.
Alan,
Maximin.
Alan,
this is a muscular version of Alan Maximin, anyway. Look at the way he moves, too. Anyway, listen, this was a very fun show, you guys.